Hello guys. I have never had the chance to properly introduce myself. My name is Evan, but the channel is Big Body Evan. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna do like lots of gaming videos, Roblox, Minecraft, sort of what you guys liked. But but if I were to make an introduction video, I would make it this short. But the thing is, I'm going to talk about something else, which is my ninth grade year. Well, basically, my ninth grade year was almost the worst school year that I had in my entire life. I think it's like second to worst because in 10th grade it was like horrible. I'll talk to y'all about that in another video. So 7th grade, I'm in the football team. Around August, September, things are going good. and then I badly dislocate my finger, which in this situation, the finger or the phalange on my pinky went like down and to the left. Like imagine if you take your left pinky and then you decide to bend it down and to your left. And it was pretty brutal, but the trainer couldn't relocated it, so we had to go to hospital, which they easily to which they easily relocated it. And I was talking about it with my mom after the hospital, and she said that the trainer did not do a good job with relocating it, which I kind of agree of because as a trainer you there's a lot of players that dislocate their knees, hips, arms, and you can relocate all of that, but you can't relocate a little finger, which seems ridiculous to me. Anyways, that and then I played with the finger and would play with the finger. What I think at least I thought was relocated, but we're gonna talk about that later. So I'll if the month 2 months passed by, September, October, and then Halloween came around, which was at the same time a game day against a district our district school. I mean like a school in our district or school district, and in the same time I was gonna go to my friends to snag a little bag snag a huge bag of candy in the rich neighborhoods. When that day on October 31st, I had forgot to set my alarm, and then so I quickly grabbed like football jersey, a football jersey, some pants, and as I thought it to be. The school, and I put in my backpack, and my mom called an Uber. As soon as soon as so the day went on, some math, science, math, engineering, all that stuff. And then in science, I went down to my bag and sorted out the costume, and I noticed that I brought my airsoft gun, which my friend was standing over me, and and he looked at he looked at it too, and I said, I know you're supposed to tell. Actually, I said to him, I know you're supposed to tell the truth and everything, but please do not tell this to anyone. And he strongly agreed to do so. So nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. Nobody saw the gun. Nobody else saw the gun. I went through the day with it, and then seventh period rolls around, end of the day, and then like an hour later, the game starts. I do my role as tight end and on kickoff in as as one of the tacklers, not an actual kicker. And then I just did my role, yada yada yada. And then once the game is over, I we said good game. Coach had to talk, and then I went to change out in the locker room with my costume. And then I went to my bike, go went to my bike, unlocked the lock, and set out to ride. I had my backpack in my hips because I can also drive with that, ride a bike without using my hands. And then and then I pull and then I was like a block away from the school, which at that time I felt safe about. And and then he and then they, ugh. And I started and then I pulled out the airsoft gun and noticed that I haven't used it in such a long time. So and then I just put it back, so no one would notice. At least if no one knew that, if no one saw it, which one person saw it, and it's gonna be bloody. Yeah, it's gonna be like such a mess. And then I went. Well, anyways, I went to my friends. We we dropped like a lot of bags of candy, all that stuff. Then the next day it goes around. Normal routine. No, nothing about no Halloween. Just a normal day. And it was on a Friday also, which meant I was gonna go to my dad's. The uh, it was like fifth period. Biology rolls around. Biology like pre-advanced placement, as I would say it. And then the associate principal comes in the room, takes me out of the room, takes me out of the room, and into his office. He said, "Do you know why you're here?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He said, "Someone caught you outside the school with an airsoft gun." And I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he said, like, are you gonna talk back to me?" And I'm like, no, I'm saying that I don't know what you're talking about. And then he said, well I got a call that you were waving an airsoft gun around. And I'm like, no, that's far from the truth. And then there was this big investigation, which they had to search my backpack, which I was clean. And then the associate principal wanted to go out of the room and talk about what happened. And so it felt like hours. So it felt like hours. It must have felt like. Then my I see my mom and dad coming in the room, and he said to them, "I I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to place your son in a disciplinary school. There's no other option." And my parent both of my parents stood there in shock. I was like, "What? You can't do that. Well, I you don't have proof." And he's like, I know, and we're gonna help you through this." And the word stuck to me, help me through this. Like, how are you supposed to help a student through a situation that by putting him in a school where he doesn't where there's like a lot of drug dealers and he doesn't belong. So the art committee just rushed things. Didn't I didn't have a chance to speak. Mm, It just seemed like the associate principal was just rushing them, and I didn't have and then my mom didn't have a chance to protest at all. So without thought, they stuck me into that alternative school, and then and then I and then I just felt so bad, losing everything, being in engineering, being in two pre-advanced placement classes, and so and then eventually it was time for me to go to that place. Everything goes out better than I thought it would until the finger wasn't healing enough. We went to a doctor. We take a look at an X-ray, and they noticed that I have eroded the bone in my phalange away. So we went to another doctor during Christmas time, or like winter break, whatever you call it, and the doctor said they had to perform surgery on the finger, which would be very expensive. But my dad paid for it all since he's rich. No, so at the time it was like 3 days before Christmas. I got my surgery, and it was not pleasant. You know, my finger, it felt painful. The meds and the medication or the painkillers, what did not feel good at all. It just never did. Eventually, I get physical therapy. Physical therapy. Go through the whole. Uh, Go through the alternative school, and then I left that alternative school at the end of January. And and they also told me that I'm going to be kicked out of my advanced placement classes and my engineering class. And they stuck me in in a class where the teacher does not know what she is doing, and it impacted my STEM pathway. It just it just didn't seem right at all. Maybe for those of you that went through this, you can understand, but it felt like such a punch in the gut and a punch in the face for me. Like this corrupt disciplinary system that the school had. I have like mild to severe ADHD, and I and they, and they didn't take time to review what happened at all. They just mandatorily just put me in that school. And then a month go around and the coronavirus, and bam, you gotta stay in home for the rest of the school year. Overall, it sucked, and it seemed like everybody everybody and a lot of people wanted me to be out of there, and they're being like free my boy Evan, but I'm not so sure about that because I second guess myself and I have a lot of trust issues. Well, this is my introduction and my year in review. Signing out. So that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Leave a like, comment, and please smash the subscribe button. I know this video will take a little bit too long, but I promise to make videos shorter. And see you all, and I'll talk to you all later.